Today, I want us to talk about the poultry businesses one can do and they actually make lots of money. I know there are most people who are out there and you're fearing that you can't do layers because you're lacking capital, you're lacking the knowledge, that you cannot do broilers because of the same capital and knowledge. You fear diseases, you fear that your birds are going to die. Today, I want to tell you most of the opportunities which are there where you can actually go and make lots of money. If you do not know, there is a lot of demand for poultry products. So it is known that poultry farming is one of the most profitable businesses that one can do today. So let's just look at these poultry businesses. But before we continue, I'm called Lillian and I'm from Kevara Farm. Please just consider subscribing to this channel. Let's grow this channel together. Here we are just talking about poultry farming. Let it be broilers, layers, broilers, everything poultry. So just consider subscribing, and to our subscribers, we are really so grateful. Thank you so much. Those of you who return to watch our videos, I'm really so grateful. Those of you who are always contacting me, commenting, liking, sharing, I'm really so grateful. Thank you so much. I can't take that for granted. The number one business which one can do is egg production. Egg production, we mean the rearing layers. Layers, it is whereby you go to the hatchery, you get the old chicks, and then you brood them. You look after them up to the point when they are going to give you eggs, and it is always from 18 weeks up to 20 weeks. And from that time, these layers are going to give you eggs every day for the period of 2 years. So if you decide to do this business, you will be selling your eggs daily for up to the period of 2 years. And then after that period, you again sell this bird and make an extra income by selling this bird for meat. We call it off layers, and people always come and they buy these birds. So you can see how profitable this is. You sell the eggs, and then at the end of the day, you sell the bird for meat. So people who are doing this business are making lots of money. Then another way or another business opportunity is meat production. When I talk about meat production, I mean the broilers. The broilers, it's the same. Farmers go to the hatchery, you get the old chicks, then you brood them, and you look after them for a period of 5 weeks up to 8 weeks. You can see here the time is shorter, so which means you can get the returns after a short period of time. But the only disadvantage with this, or the only challenge with rearing broilers, you have to be having the market. Because after these 5 weeks, if you stay with these birds at your farm, you're going to be making an extra cost, and which may affect your profits. So make sure that before you enter this broiler farming, you get your market, and then you're ready to go. You're ready to bring these birds and rear them and then sell them. Then another business opportunity is having a hatchery. Here I'm going to show you how these people of hatcheries make money. First of all, they sell their old chicks. These people always have a parent stock. When I say parent stock, I mean having birds which lay fertilized eggs, which means they always have the cocks amongst them. So they lay fertilized eggs which are put in an incubator, and then they get their old chicks which they sell to us. And as I've told you, the poultry demands are Raising, so which means farmers are also raising in numbers. So meaning that these people are always having orders of their old chicks. So you can imagine how much money they can make. Then another way how these people make money through selling eggs. If at all they do not have orders of their old chicks, they just sell the eggs because even this parent stock produce eggs every day. So if they do not have orders, they sell these eggs. They sell them to consumers or these people who use eggs. So also that way they make money. Then another way is by selling these fertilized eggs. There are some people who want to incubate the eggs for themselves. So they always go to the hatcheries and then they buy these eggs which are already fertilized and they take them to wherever that they want to incubate them from. This is another way how these people of hatcheries make money. Then another way is by incubating fertilized eggs. Here, some people bring in fertilized eggs to them because they have incubators and then they incubate these eggs for their customers. So this way they also make money. So you can see how these people having hatcheries make lots and lots of money. The only challenge is that it is capital intensive. It requires a lot of capital for you to begin. But if you're there and you have your money, you don't know what to do with it, just go and think about having a hatchery. You're going to make lots of money. Then another way how you can make money through poultry farming is by selling or deciding to formulate the chicken feeds. These birds, let it be broilers, layers, broilers, they always consume lots of feeds every day. So people are feeding their chicken with tons and tons of feeds. So if you're selling the chicken feeds, you can see how much money that you can make because someone who is selling chicken feeds, they are not affected by prices because whether the prices rise or whether the prices reduce, for them they continue making profits because these birds have to eat on a daily basis, then they have to eat the same quantities because if you try to tamper with the quantities, you're not going to get eggs for those who are doing layers. And for those who are doing broilers, you will not get the required weight on the market. So, meaning that people who are selling chicken feeds are making a lot of money. So, if you're there, I know most people cannot manage doing layers because they fear the challenges or they fear the things they've heard about layers that they will die, diseases, or if you don't have the information to do the layers, you can just decide to go and you sell chicken feed. What you need is just to go to the field and then you look for farmers and you convince them how much you're going to be selling them feeds with high quality, and then you make sure that you do not change the quality of the feeds. If you convince them that your feeds are good, they are going to support you and you're going to make huge profits from this business. And then another thing, how people make money from poultry farming is by selling their old chicks. For example, me myself, I import birds, but I import birds through an agent. Agents, what they do, they go to hatcheries wherever, then they buy the old chicks at a certain at a certain price, and then they come and sell to their clients at a higher price. So they make a difference. And as I've told you, people are now buying huge and huge number of birds. For example, for me, I'm planning on expanding to an amount, let's say 10,000. So if me, I come, I want 10,000, then another one wants 20, you can see how much money these people are making. And in most cases, you find that every week or every month, these people have birds to sell to their clients. So if you're there and you don't know what to do, just go to the field, look for farmers who need birds, and then you supply to them and make sure that you supply to them good birds. They are going to trust you and they will continue buying from you, and you are going to continue making huge money. Then another thing or another way how people make money through poultry farming without even rearing these layers of broilers is by selling manure. At my farm, I do deep litter, so which means I always have a lot of manure after a certain period of time. So I always see people come and they ask me, even when I do not have, they want manure. These people come, they buy, and then they go and sell to farmers who are growing crops, let's say maize, vegetables, grains, and then also people who have coffee and banana, they all need manure. They buy from us farmers and then they go sell at a higher price. And that way they are making money. So if you're there, you can just see that with poultry farming, it's not all about rearing broilers, broilers, or layers. The business is just wide. And then another way how people are making money through poultry farming is by selling brooded pullets. Here people they get their old chicks, they have their chicken houses, and then they brood the birds, and then after some time, let's say 1 month or 2 weeks, they sell to farmers. There are very many farmers out there who want to have chicken, but they fear brooding. So these people who have mastered brooding, they just get the number of birds, they brood them for some time, and then they sell to these other farmers who fear to brood their birds. And these people will never make a loss, because if you have mastered your brooding so well, you will be doing it so well, you will not face these challenges which come with having your birds at the farm for a longer period. For example, immunizing, then debaking, and then outbreaks of diseases. These people don't face these challenges. They just bring the birds, brood them, and then sell to farmers, go back and bring other birds, brood, like that, like that. So you can see how these people can make money. So I just want to encourage someone who is out there that you can actually do a lot with poultry farming. If you're fearing layers, you're fearing broilers, and you have your money, you can just come, you do the hatchery, you can sell the pullets, you can sell the eggs, and then other people which have not told you about are the brokers. We call them brokers. They always buy eggs in bulk and then they supply to uh, their clients. For example, these people with retail shops cannot reach the farms, they always buy from these people. And then we have these other brokers who buy the chicken of layers. They buy huge numbers and then they also go and sell. So you find that these people are having birds to sell almost every day. Actually, those people make lots of money, even more than the farmers who are having these layers. So if you're there and you're fearing because you've heard a lot about layers, you've heard a lot about broilers, that the birds die, the birds get sick. I hope with this information which I've given you, you're able to pick one niche and put it into practice. I'm very sure you're going to make money, because what I've told you, I've seen people do it and then they are earning so much money from it. So thank you so much for watching me. Bye bye. Till the next video.
Shake away heat. Tell the truth or live a lie. Be a burden or a prize. Stick around or say goodbye.